Everybody, welcome to the video today, and I'm going to be answering the question, is Demon Slayer worth platinuming?
ただし絶対俺に逆らうなよお前ら
As part of this series, I'll be providing a platinum review of a game and I'll be telling you, is it worth your time? If that sounds good and you're a trophy hunter like myself, that means that you're now legally obligated to like and subscribe.
You're so right!
First off, let's talk about the game itself. Demon Slayer is an action-packed arena fighting game developed by CyberConnect 2 and published by Sega. It's based on the incredibly popular Demon Slayer manga and anime. For fans of the series, this game is a must-play, but today I want to focus on answering the question, is the Demon Slayer Platinum worth getting? So you'll be pleased to know that the Platinum journey is a fairly straightforward path. You'll need to complete the story in full while also achieving S ranks in each chapter. At the end of each chapter, you'll also be rewarded with a special mission, which is just another boss fight. Do note that you will need to S rank this to obtain the overall chapter S rank. For those of you that are unfamiliar with S ranks, essentially you need to complete all of the fights within a chapter to a good standard. This means not dying and keeping the majority of your health, or also hitting a lot of hit combinations. The better you do, the higher the multiplayer, and in turn an S rank will be earned. I know I've probably butchered the explanation here, but do forgive me, I'm new to the whole concept of S ranks myself. It can seem daunting, but I promise it isn't that bad. If I can do it, then anybody can do it. While walking through the story, there's also some miscellaneous trophies that you're going to get just from playing, and there's also memory fragments that you can collect. These act as collectibles, and you'll probably find them just from playing the game naturally itself. I hate collectibles as much as the next person, but in this game they are super easy, they are super clear to find. It's just a very easy experience. I think it really does help as well that the game looks so beautiful, so you're not going to mind walking down an alley to see what's down there because it looks so good. By playing the game as well, you'll earn points which will unlock further collectibles in the menu, such as music tracks, profile pictures and quotes. Again, super easy, and by obtaining the S rank you're already going to be getting these. There's a couple of online trophies, but you can also do them offline in the versus mode. I opted to entertain my stream for a little bit to show off how good I am at gaming, so opted to do these online. Again, you can do them offline if you want.
Oh, I've still not won. Oh shit, that's embarrassing. There we go, thank you. Oh, a taste for competition. Trophy unlocked. Win in the versus mode for the first time.
W's in the shot. W's in the shot.
Right, we just got 3 trophies. Playing versus mode for the first time and also getting a perfect round for not losing a thing. Jeez. That guy got put in a spliff and smoked. I'm gonna take my 100% win record and never play an online ranked match again.
There's a few trophies as well that are related to playing offline, so you can just lower the difficulty of the computer just to bang out those trophies if you don't get them naturally from playing anyways. Again, super easy. For the Always Be Prepared trophy, this is related to the training mode, where you need to clear 10 characters and their challenges in the training arena. For the most part, this again is super easy. It's just a bit of a time sink. So each stream I'll do a couple of these characters.
What do you mean by that?
Just to sort of chip away at them so I didn't have to do 10 in a row. So I think if every time you played the game you broke it up by doing 2 or 3 in a gaming session, it kind of just reduces that workload and makes you hate the game a lot less, because you're not having to do 10 challenges back to back, which can take a very long time. There are some hard challenges though in this training mode, and I think from memory they're related to blocking and counter-attacking. You just need to time the strikes correctly, which once you understand how to do is a bit more manageable, but if you are struggling with a character you can just move on to a different character because there are loads. With the Platinum journey explained, I think the biggest selling point of this game and the Platinum itself is how good the game looks.
That's enough.
Honestly, it is amazing. It was just like I was watching the anime, but instead of watching the anime, I was also interacting and playing and fighting demons. It was really, really immersive. I know anime games sometimes can get a bad rep, like the recent JJK game, so I was very skeptical about this game, even though it was sort of released beforehand. I was unsure of the standard of what anime games would be. Would they be really good? Would they be really bad? And I'm pleased to report that Demon Slayer was very, very good. The game looks good in all of the states that it's shown in. Whether it's a cutscene, most likely pulled straight from the anime itself, or if it's a comic panel, or if it's just the open world and the fighting battle arenas itself. Every single aspect of the game looks great.
No way. No, wait, what? You can run around? While exploring. Nah. What? No way, I thought this was just a fighting game. What the f?
When games look good and feel great, I think it makes going for the platinum a lot easier, as you tend to have more fun with the game itself, and that can be due to it looking good and you being fully immersed into the world itself. With this game looking visually beautiful, I think that you're going to be more inclined to explore the beautiful open world and then also go for the collectibles that are required for the platinum trophy. It doesn't feel like a task, it almost feels like a pleasure to play the game. The combat system is good and easy to pick up. The fighting mechanics are fluid and engaging, making each battle a thrilling experience. You can experiment with a whole range of characters and work out what works best for you. Of course, like any game, there's going to be metas and techniques that you can abuse if you choose to do so. Demon Slayer was a game that I played on stream and I was constantly telling my chat how good the game looks.
It looks so good.
Of course, that really helps a game when going for a platinum journey, but the fighting as well was really, really good, and I think being a fan of the franchise, I am probably a little bit biased. Of course, this is just a selfless plug to let you know that I stream every week on YouTube, and I'd invite you to drop in sometime and say hello. I post my weekly stream schedule on both my Twitter and my YouTube community page, and then also in my Discord.
Well done on your training.
So, is Demon Slayer worth platinuming? Yeah, I think so. Whether you're new to Demon Slayer or already familiar with the story, I think that this game has a lot to offer no matter your stance, whether you're a new person or an existing fan. As somebody new to Demon Slayer, I think this is probably one of the best ways, besides obviously the manga and anime itself, to sort of work through the story. It's really interactive and everything is just perfect with it. If you're an existing fan like myself, with the new season coming out, sort of when I platinum this game, this provided a really nice recap for me from season 1 all the way up to the train arc. It'd be really cool if we got like season 2 in like the entertainment district. I don't know if they'd do that as DLC, but that'd be super cool if they did. This game provided a great recap of the story, and it also let you fight some of the biggest battles yourself, which is super fun, immersing yourself into that world. So you're probably thinking as well, what about the platinum difficulty? As I've explained in the rest, I guess the rest of this video, just the entirety, it wasn't that bad, right? But let me talk you through it person to person. So, the platinum difficulty, are you still on the fence of whether you're going to be able to get the S ranks or not? Let me reassure you that I think anybody can probably do it. The reason why I'm making this video and also this series is I'm just an average gamer, like most people out there. We don't have a lot of time to game. We want to know if platinums are worth our time. I think this one generally is. And going back to the platinum difficulty, I don't think it's that bad. Yes, the S rank challenges may be daunting for somebody that doesn't play fighting games, and I'm including myself in that category. This was my first anime fighting game since a Dragon Ball Z game that I've played, when I was a kid on PlayStation 2. Again, very new to this world and sort of coming in very blind to it, you know, not very good. I will give it a $1.50. The S rank challenges can be hard at times when you're not familiar with the game, but the whole point of it is that you play the game to get better and learn what's good and what isn't. The final chapter, chapter 8, so the train arc, can be difficult. That's probably the only real spike in difficulty. Some of the other demon boss battles at the end of chapters could be considered difficult at times, but again, it wasn't anything that, you know, I practiced on and then I managed to do it. Sometimes you can do things first time, other times it may take you about 15 minutes to maybe an hour, you know, it just depends. But I promise you, just work at it and you'll be able to do it. And as always, there's always guides online as well to sort of talk you through some tips and stuff. But I think the thing about this kind of game is it's really fun just to learn yourself and learn what's good. And then also just to touch on one of the other sort of harder trophies in the game would be in chapter 7, there's a bunch of mini games and you need to complete them both on normal difficulty and also hard difficulty. By completing them on hard, it just speeds them up and makes it a lot faster, and they're just kind of like QTE events where you just need to tap things in like the right time or really quickly. Again, a bit of practice and you'll do it. I almost done a couple of them first time, but then had to really kind of lock in, and I was talking to chat as well, so I kind of had to sort of like focus on the game for a minute. But again, the mini games could be deemed hard, but they are again fairly easy to do. I think that the game flows really well. I think that it delivers the story at a very good pace as well, and it also offers you some really fun free roam sections, which I did not expect. I thought it was just going to be sort of like fight, cutscene, fight, cutscene. It does do that, but it breaks it up really nicely by letting you explore the open world as well. Maybe open world's a bit too much, the sort of the section of the world they let you explore, but it still kind of feels that you're free at points in the game, which is super fun. There are collectibles in the game, as I mentioned, but they're not that bad, and they're not sort of like so many that they're in your face. The numbers may seem high, but just from completing the game, you'll unlock the majority of collectibles anyway. And when you're free roaming in those open world areas, you're probably just going to be amazed at the world, and you're going to be interested to see, oh, what is around that corner? And everything is on the map anyway, so it's not like you can really miss anything. Again, if you've got knowledge of it and you're keeping an eye out for it, then I think you'll be fine in getting the collectibles. But again, I had no problem. I hate collectibles, and I thought this was an okay experience for collectibles. So overall, I really enjoyed my time with the Demon Slayer game itself. Whether you're going for the platinum or not, I'd definitely recommend playing the game regardless. It was super fun to do. And if you're an anime fan, I think that this game is a must to play. It's just so good. And if you're not really into anime, I'd still recommend playing this game, as it still holds up across the board in every other category. And you may just start liking anime. With all that said, thank you so much for checking out this video. And if you'd like me to provide some platinum reviews on some of your favorite games, do let me know down in the comments below. As always, it would mean the absolute world to me if you liked this video and also subscribed if you've not. If you'd like to support the channel some more, you could join and become a member, and that would grant you exclusive access to never before seen videos on the channel, alongside early access to all of the content I release. So if you want to see some behind the scenes footage, some embarrassing videos, I'd urge you to click that join button. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully you'll consider platinuming Demon Slayer. Catch you on the next one.